Congratulations on your upcoming wedding. Whether you're overwhelmed or excited or both with your wedding planning, I'm here to help you out a little bit. My name is Nicole Salk, and I've been building websites professionally for over 20 years. Usually, I help small businesses invest in their growth, but today I'm going to show you how to make a free website for your wedding. Just like a website can save time and make a business owner's life easier, it can do the same for you while you're planning your wedding. In this video, we're going to be using a service called Joy to make you a website so you can keep track of RSVPs, share your story and photos, and give other important information to your guests. So let's get started. Okay, here we are on the Joy homepage. This is at withjoy.com. I will link it in the description as well. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to click the Get Started button. And then you're going to create an account, just like you create an account on any different website. And after you put in your account information, you're going to come to a page that looks like this. And you're going to put in the basic information about your wedding. So your name, your partner's name, your wedding date, and the location. You can also click that you haven't picked a date yet if that is the situation. And then you can click Get Started. And then they want to know how you heard about them. I'm clicking search engine. You guys are free to put their other and link to this video. I'm not sponsored by them. So they might want to know that I am making videos for them. So here we are in this little dashboard area, and you have a whole bunch of options over here on the left of what you can do. And then on the right, you have a preview of your website. You can see the desktop version down here, and you can see the mobile preview down here, which is great. Because of course you always need a mobile version of your website. And then you can get a share link right here, which is great because of course a ton of people are going to ask for your website. So it's really easy to get the link there. And then you could click this button to view your site. Now this classic design is really cute. It's got a little countdown, which is super fun. And you can scroll down to see details about the wedding right here. And I do really enjoy this, but let's go ahead and take a look at some of the different design options we have available. So we can hop back to the dashboard, and then let's go to Edit Design. So first thing we see on this page is you can switch between themes, fonts, and CSS, but right under that we have layout options. So you've got a single page layout, which is what we saw already, or you can do a multi-page layout if you'd like. So this is what your multi-page layout would look like. They're both great. So this is really a personal preference to you. I'm going to stick with the multi-page layout just because I think it'll be better for me to show you that. You'll probably have more options you can change, so I think that's the best bet for this tutorial. And again, up here you have the option to mobile preview. Then you can pop back to desktop preview. And under that you have an accent color option. So this is, most likely going to be your wedding color. So go ahead and pick that, and you'll see it's actually showing you here where the accent color is going to be. This looks like they're doing it for links at least. But you can scroll around and see it's also for buttons. So it's really cool that you can kind of see this preview here and watch your changes be done while you make them. So under that, you have lots of different options for the main art of your page. Like you can see right up here, metallic dipped is chosen. So we've got this kind of metallic look up top. Again, you're probably going to want to make this match your wedding theme. And you could just kind of click around and see what the different art does and how it changes your site on the preview right there. And then under any of these previews, like let's just pick this Moody Marble, and then if you click the arrow under it, you're going to have options for like accent flowers. And again, if you click it, the website will move around to show you where it goes. And it's not just flowers, it's a lot of different icons. So it'll match probably whatever theme or design you have going for your wedding. You should find some artwork to match it here. To edit the fonts, you obviously are going to click over to the Fonts tab. And here you can pick the header font that you like best. If you'd like it, like if you know the kind of font you want and you want to filter it out, you can filter it depending on the type of font you'd like. So you can only see those types of fonts up here. And then when you're done, you're going to want to hit Apply Changes. And then you can click View Site to view your site. And now you see you got your new art and your new colors and your new fonts. So we're going to go back to the page where we were working. Now, if you want to make any CSS changes, like if you know CSS code and you want complete control over how your website looks, you can do that with Joy. Unfortunately, you can't do that with a multi-page layout. But if that is something you wanted to do, I mean, the single page layout is still really nice. You can click back to single page. And now you have the option of CSS again. So if you wanted to write some custom CSS, you could put it right there and then hit Apply Changes on the top right. But for right now, I'm going to pop back over to the theme section, put it back in a multi-page layout, hit Apply Changes, and then head back to the dashboard. Next, of course, we want your photos on the site. So go to the Photos section. And then you can just click this button to find your photos and add them. I'm going to go ahead and add on some photos right here so I can show you how to set them for each page. So when you click Add Photo, you actually get this dialog box pops up and you have a ton of different options besides just uploading from your computer. Now, if you have the Device tab open, you can just drag photos directly in there. You can also search in Unsplash right here. So I'm going to go for like a fairy tale kind of wedding. So I could search fairy tale right here. And then all the different fairy tale pictures pop up. So I'm going to choose that one. You can also connect to your Facebook. You can connect to your Instagram, Dropbox, Google Drive, Google Photos. You can put in a photo from a link. So if you have a link to a picture that you want to use, you can put it right there. And you can even take a picture if you're on a webcam or with your phone from there. So I'm going to go ahead and click View Edit Selected. And then I'm going to hit Upload. So now we have a couple of custom photos here. Ignore those. Some other photos look like they don't match. I accidentally brought in some pictures from other work-related things. So you could just ignore them. It looks like if you do put a photo on, there's no easy way to delete it unless I'm missing it somewhere. And if I am, feel free to tell me in the comments. But that's okay, because just because they're uploaded here into your account doesn't mean that you have to use them. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to choose what pictures are used for each page. Now, first we have the main event photo. So this is going to be like your favorite picture, and it's going to be on the home page of your website, and it's also going to be used for e-card emails. So you're going to probably want to put your best picture here. I'm going to choose this storybook, and I'm going to click View in Preview, and then I'm going to hit Set Page Photo. And then you can also set photos for each of the separate pages. So if you wanted to change the main picture on your story page, check that page on the left and then pick a different photo, choose View and Preview, and then click Set Page Photo. And you can continue to do that for all of the other pages. And when you're done, you probably want to view your site to see how it looks. And it's looking pretty good to me so far. So let's go back and get back to work. So we're going to hit this back button and go back to the dashboard. And then next, let's go to wedding details. And here you could make some updates and add some more details to your specific wedding. So you can change your URL here, but I would suggest if you're going to do that, do it before you show this website to anyone, because your old website address won't work when you change it here. So change it right away or don't change it at all. Next, you can add last names here for you and your partner if you'd like. You can make sure your time zone is correct. See, this isn't the correct time zone for me. So I would definitely want to make sure that is switched to Eastern. You can change your greeting here. If you'd like to make an announcement banner, like for a huge update, something like very important you want your guests to see, you can click here, show on website and app. And then you can change the headline as you'd like, the message as you'd like. If you scroll down, you can choose if you want the event countdown there, and then you can choose what the countdown is for. And if you wanted to delete your site, you can also do that here. And when you're done here, make sure to click save so you save your changes. Then when you switch over to the menu tab up top, you can see all the pages that are linked on your main menu. From here, you can click and change the name of the page title. You could also choose if you want to even show the page in the menu at all. And you can drag to change what shows up first or in what order on your menu. Again, don't forget to hit save. Next, we have security and privacy. If you want an event password, you could click here and change it if you want to have a secret or a closed event. If you don't want people to be able to search for and find your website either through Joy or Google, make sure to shut that off here. For privacy mode, you can choose private, public, or custom. With custom, you get to choose which pages require a password. So if you want to make sure only certain people can see the schedule, you can make it require a password, or any other page. If you want to hide it, you can go ahead and hide it and make sure that anybody that sees it has to put a password in. Again, don't forget to hit save. I'm going to shut that off just because I want, you guys to see all the pages while I'm building them. So when you're done with that, hit save. And next we have admins, where you can add other people to make changes for your website. So this is great if you want to add on your partner to help out, or maybe your maid of honor or best man is helping out. You can add them here so they can make changes on your website without bothering you. Okay, so now that that's done, let's go back to the dashboard. And then we're going to edit pages. Now, once you mouse over edit pages, it's going to show you a drop down where you can pick the different pages on your site. If you choose manage pages here, it's going to bring you right back to that page that we were just looking at in settings. But from here, you could click the page you want to edit. And then, like, for example, this is a story page. You can put here, your story, the story about how you guys met, because a lot of people are going to want to come to your website and they're really excited about your wedding and they want to learn more about you. So you're going to want to make changes here and put your own stories. So you will do that right here. And then they also have this cute little tidbits area where they have these adorable question prompts. So you can answer things like, what was your most memorable date? What are your honeymoon plans? And if you don't want to answer any of these questions, you can also delete them. You can change the order by mousing over the question and then using either these arrows or this X right here. See, we can move this down, we can move it up, we can delete it. And then if you click this plus sign right here, you can add your own custom question. And then you can just hit add and it'll come out at the end and then you can answer it. And when you're all done, don't forget to hit save. And again, you can view your site. Now remember, in the settings, we put up the announcement banner, which is why this is up here now. Your people will be able to close out of it. And now we just added the story page. So if we click the story page and we scroll down, we can see our changes in the story and the tidbits. So let's go back to the dashboard and edit some more pages. Now, when you go to edit the home page, it's going to take you back to this page in the settings. That's because what the home page is taking, if you see here, it's taking your greeting, and then it's putting the information about your wedding. That's what your home page is. So that's where you would edit it, in that sections area. Let's go back to the dashboard. And if you click to video, you can add a video to your website. You're just going to have to upload it to Vimeo or YouTube, but then you can put the URL here and add it to your site. So let me just paste in the URL from my most recent video, and then I'm going to click test, and now it is showing that video. And you can write a little caption here talking about your video. And then let's hit save. And then let's go back to the dashboard. And now when you view your site, your visitors will have the option to click your main image here and have your video pop up, which is super fun. Next, let's go ahead and go to schedule. Now, the really cool thing about this, like, not only do we have each of your events on the schedule so everybody can see them directly from your website, but you can choose exactly who can see each event. So if you have some people that are coming to your wedding but not your rehearsal dinner, you can make sure your rehearsal dinner is only open to certain people. We've also got an option here for an area for events that don't have a date yet, like a planned date, so people can know that it's coming and to get ready for it, but you don't know exactly when yet. So if you want to edit the event, you go ahead and click the event name, and from here you can change the name of the event, set the description, and then like I said, here's where you choose the event privacy. You can decide if you want your event type to be in person, virtual, or both. If you choose virtual, you can put your event link right here from any of these services. If it's in person, you have an option to put the location, and you can show the map if you so choose. And if you want to do virtual and in person, you can do both. And then scroll down, and we've got date and time and dress code, which are both self-explanatory. And then when you're done, hit save and take a peek at your site again. Make sure everything looks good. You don't have to do this every time, but I mean, I enjoy seeing the changes I made after I make them. So you can scroll down here and make sure everything looks good. Now, back to the dashboard. Next page we have is travel. And if you scroll down here on your website preview, you'll see these are just all little tips about where to stay, how to get there, and things you might want to do, favorite restaurants, all that stuff. Any of these little kind of travel tips you can put here, and you can edit any of these and make changes right here. Again, don't forget to hit save when you're done. You can close out any of these with the X and remove them from the page, or you can move them around with the arrows. This is also pretty similar to the tidbits on your story page, where you can click this black button below and add a travel tip, and you have all these different options for the type of travel tip you are giving here. Now that we're done here, back to the dashboard, and we have the guest Q&A page, if I can get to it. Now, Joy is giving you some of the most common questions that people ask for weddings. So if you answer these questions here, you're going to save yourself a lot of headache because you won't have to answer them over and over again. If you find that there is another question that people are asking you a lot that isn't on this page, click this plus button again, and you've got some more options for other frequently asked questions that Joy's helping you out with. Or if you scroll down, you can add your own FAQ. And then you would just write your question here and then hit done. And then you've got another question here. Don't forget to hit save. And now let's go back to the dashboard. And then we will go to wedding party. Now on this page, you can showcase your wedding party. When you mouse over each person, you're going to see some options to edit things. If you don't want that person, if you don't want the spot on the website at all, you could remove it by clicking the X. You could crop the photo with this symbol right here, or you can move the order around. And then when you click the photo, you can make changes to their name and their title. You could put in their email address if they want to be contacted that way, and then info about them, and you can update their photo. Don't forget to hit save when you're done. And again, we've got this black plus sign here. You can add new people into your wedding party also if there's not enough spaces available for you. Now let's go back to the dashboard. And the last page we have is the registry. Now Joy has a lot of ways you can connect your registry here. I'm not going to go through all this because this is a tutorial about making your website, not the registry, and this is a bunch of stuff. And I don't want to be overwhelming. I don't want to get off topic, but everything here should be pretty easy and self-explanatory. When you set up your registries, it's going to show up on your website. I do want to show you here what's super cool is you can copy your registry link, which is great when somebody asks for your registry. But if you want to see how this page is going to look to your guest, you can click View as Guest here. And this is where your registries will show up. If you mouse over here, you can edit this note. Don't forget to hit save. And you can also, when you mouse over your photo, change your photo. And that's it, all done. Congratulations, you have your wedding website all ready to go and to show off to people and to help make your life a little easier. Congratulations on your event and your new future beautiful life together. If you have any questions about anything, please put them in the comments and I'll help you out. And if I was helpful to you, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.